Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am live, and this is more like it. And you are hearing people talking in the background. Welcome. Yeah, this is better. So sorry about this morning. Had a really bad start, but some things got fixed, and yeah, we're going to be a little tiny bit slow, but we're not going to be 1 frame per second. So I just got here. I'm going to actually say what I said before, since I didn't get a chance to, since I deleted what happened this morning. This is Minecolonies. This is the 15 cities. I only have one city in 15 so far. One city in 15 so far, and in the 12 cities, Minecolonies 12, I have 3 cities, but this is Minecolonies 15 cities, and I have the lost city of New Musalangu. And it's kind of interesting. I'm going to change my vision for a minute here. What's interesting is that when I first found this place, it was just so beautiful. I just loved these mountains and these waters together. And it wasn't until I started building that I noticed this feature on the desert. This feature right here on the desert. This thing. And that is, look at that. That is so wild. But that is what I'm calling Anubis in Greek, and it is Anpu in Egyptian, ancient Egyptian, Anpu, and in Coptic it's Anpua. And yes, the jackal god, the god of the underworld. And surprising that this creature, I did not make this. This is a natural formation in Minecolonies. Surprising that is outside of the lost city of New Musalangu. So we are building back here. The reason why this city is lost is not because of the deaths. I'm calling it a lost city because it's one of those cities that if you don't know it's there, you might just miss it. It just barely shows, and that's the way I really like that it just barely shows from the outside, from the river. It's if you were on a boat on this river, this is all you would see. If you were coming up to the city, you would only see these. And I want to make it look more like they're ruins. I want to have this river come all the way through. And someday, somewhere, and this, oops, I've got a little bit of twitchy mouse. This is the only way in. This is what I would like to be the only way into the city. And I might do something to make it more, but I don't know that I should, because it's kind of neat just having it be just sort of nothing, and you go through and you have some idea, that there's something back here. This is all going to be water as soon as I get more of the city done. And then you come out here and you come through this little area here on like a small boat. And then you would be right here, and this is what you would see, and you will see the city you'll be able to start seeing the city. Now, right now, it's not the grand city that it will ultimately be, but it's beginning to be the city, which is really cool. So, Minecolonies 15 Alpha updated, I think a couple days ago. And I just put in the new update this morning. And I'm saying I. I never knew anything like that. And such as Primus. Just put in the new update this morning of the city. And I'm going to take advantage right now. I'm looking at the map. I can see some people still moving home, still going home, still moving into place, some settling down going on. This is actually good because they're pretty close to having the longer walks. I should go over to where the men's section is because they do have the longest walk. But I'm going to sleep right now. And then we are going to take a look. Because we do not have a truce with the skeletons and their entire world. Uh-oh, we got a little bit of lag. But let's go out here and just make sure that our golems who are watching over the city and helping the Marines keep order are okay. And I just look at them and make sure, look at that. Captain Tennille has been in a battle. And you can see the skeleton bones in the background. And let's come up here and let's check on the three in this area who are probably the most endangered usually. This is strange back here, but Remington is in good shape. And let's see if we can find Stam and Hissa. This is one of them going up the stairs to the library, and it's Stam. And he didn't see any action tonight, and neither did Hissa. Yay! So, since the last time I was on YouTube, we have done quite a bit of things. We now have a library, which is necessary for the upgrading of certain buildings and the having of certain buildings. In the university research, you have to have certain buildings and certain people before you can advance your civilization. So Mackenzie is our librarian, and she is in fact asking for paper, which is what the librarians usually ask for. And she will be okay. And then our university, we haven't done anything. This, by the way, is a level 2 Asian library, and we had to reset it when Ambrose and Zachary were building this. It was actually set too low the first time because this. The block, the hut block, if you focus on the hut block, it's up really high, as you can see. And I needed the building to actually be on the same level as the university and the hospital. So all of this grass and the university stairs and all of that is a part of the design of the Asian library, and that's why, and that's how they build it. This is the level 3 of the university. And when we go in now
Not good enough, eh?
to the university to look at our advancements, excuse me a sec.
I serve with pleasure.
Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat for a moment. So here we are at the advancements in the university, and under civilian, if we slide over this, we can now see that it required a library
Not
too,
good enough, eh?
and it requires, I think those look like golden carrots, but they might just be carrots. I apparently have carrots on me, so I can research
I'll
that,
get to
I
build it again.
think. Let's see what happens when I go back. Civilian, yes. It says I'm researching that, and let me go this way. I have reached a requirement here, and I have what I need on me, so I can research that as well, which is pretty cool. So then let's go back. There's probably a way to do it without it changing, going all the way back, but there's the outpost, civilian cap, and research down here, level 2. We need 6 books to research diligent. So let's research that as well. So that is what having the library allows us to do. Now, the researchers have successfully concluded. Yay! So this will allow for different things to happen, and this is what we're working on during the week. So now that the now that the library is here, the university and the hospital are in this area. This is a house right here. I put a restaurant right here, and this restaurant is definitely needed. It's not finished yet, and I could have Zachary, who is our builder in this area, work on it. Hold on. Throat things. I did have an idea that I was going to put the little schoolhouse in this area, but that was before I built this. So I can't put anything like that over here. It's too tight, too up against these walls. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this just yet. Maybe housing. Maybe I'll move it back and have housing in that area. So I have this hanging tree. Okay, that might be a little better. I have this hanging tree because I need to replant it, and I want to make sure that I get a tree replanted in that area. So that's what I'm looking at there. I think I have another really high hanging tree over here, but it might have gotten removed. It did. I'm supposed to, oh no, there it is. This tree right here, that's a tree. Right here is a reminder that I took a tree up from this area, and I want to put it back as soon as I figure out how that's going to be. So this is a house. This is the Asian design house. This is a level 4 right now. I'm not putting it up to a level 5 just yet because a level 5 makes one of the beds in this house a double bed. And right now I have 4 men sharing this house right now. And eventually I'm going to have families, but right now I do not. So I'm also building a second house here as soon as Zachary is done with some other projects he's going to start on the second house. And this is the other thing that we added this week. we added a chicken farm, and one of our newer immigrants, one of our newer colonists, Hake, whose name is actually Isaac, but his last name is Hakeborn, so we're calling him Hake because we have two Isaacs. He is our new chicken farmer, and he is one of the last people to come in to take the place of the fact that we lost two people this last week. We lost Ambrose, one of our builders, and it was a freak accident. Not really. It was a freak situation that happened. Ambrose and all the others who live in this house, which includes Houston, the restaurant owner, Isaac Hake, who is the chicken farmer, and Cooper, who is the professor. They all live in this house, and they came out the door, and there was a skeleton right here. And I saw him and was firing at him. But at the time, the steps were not here. Leela had just upgraded this house and had put back in this position a flower pot. And for some reason, this flower pot with these white lily of the valleys in them, sitting right here where I'm pointing right now, where I'm facing right now, was actually stopping the colonists from walking or moving. And because of that, Ambrose was the first out. He was there, caught by the flower pot, and he tripped over it, broke his leg, and couldn't move, and the skeleton shot him and killed him. So that is what happened, unfortunately, to Ambrose, which was really terrible because I was right there and was firing at the skeleton. If I had seen that Ambrose was stuck, I was standing right here firing at him. If I had seen that Ambrose was stuck and that's what who he was aiming at, I could have actually gone down and stood between him and Ambrose. I think I might have been able to take the fire. But shoulda, woulda, couldas. So we did have a memorial, and he was mourned by everyone. We got two new citizens pretty quickly, like they were coming in anyway. And Zachary came in, and I think he thought he was going to be in school for a while, but he became he took over Ambrose's builders. Ambrose's construction company, and so he is running that right now. Now, Ambrose hadn't actually been in that in his new digs, in his new construction house for that long, probably about a month of their time. That he had been working from here. From this, we've got a little lag. He had been working from this building right here, which we built last week. This building was built because it got more and more clear. Let me just look at those and make sure I think they're on the other side, but let me look at those red dots for a second. I'm going to rise up into the air. If I can, sometimes you get stuck. And I am really stuck. If I can't rise up, it's going to be... That's the thing that makes it difficult, because then I can't move fast enough. Now, I know people in survival are playing and don't fly and all of of that. I understand all that. Okay. So right here, we have underneath us, there are water caves under this lake, and so we are seeing that there are creatures under the water that aren't drowned. They're actually in caves under the water. But right now, yes. So this was Ambrose's brand new builder's hut. It is a fortress builder's building, and it does have the link up here. You can see where we can link the two. The house is a fortress building, and we can continue this walk along the top of the fortress. But I want to continue the whole thing. And in decorations for fortress, there are pieces of wall that you can use to help do that, they say. So, and where they said it was, when you built the level 1 of this fortress building, what do you need, Zachary?
Your
You
gold.
need boots. Okay, I will give them to you. And when you, this is interesting because he's working on the level 5 of the Fortress Guard Tower, and there has been a little bit of a problem with it. When you worked on the level 5, the cap, the leather cap, was not, you could not give them the leather cap. And so that was stopping the build. Let me give him some food. Builders have a tendency to forget to eat. And so I'm going to give him something. I see I'm really laggy, and I apologize. I can start out being okay for a while, and it's almost like it just cruds up. But it is not the game when I get out of OBS and off of whatever streaming platform, be it Twitch, be it Mixer, be it YouTube. The game runs flawlessly. So it's an interesting thing, and Vincentius Primus and I worked on it all morning. When I wasn't watching the space station, when I wasn't watching that, House of Doggus was streaming his coffee time on Twitch, and he was watching the docking of the space station, and it just, the International Space Station with the Dragon, with the new ship that went up, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So, yes. So Ambrose moved from one builder's place to this builder's place, and his builder's hut that used to be over here was torn down. You can see there's evidence of the things that he had still underneath here. I haven't moved them yet because I don't actually know what I'm going to do with this area and with this part of the road. I mean, it's nice having this straight road here, but it does keep... Hello, Riley. Riley, one of my best soldiers, but it does keep us from building something. The fact that this road runs through the middle of this section. So we might end up routing a walkway around some building that we put right here. What building? I don't know. It's a mystery. So I'm sorry, it's starting to lag again, but I'm just going to, I think, I see Mrs. King over here, the golem, Jennifer's golem. She's standing in this area. Now, we did do something here. We actually we actually made a fountain bottom for this waterfall, so that the water would be contained and wouldn't run down into this area. This used to be where the water came down, and the reason we did that is because of the mine. And this is a portion of the mine right here. The mine is built back into the hill, into the mountain, and it worked building the mine back here. It's really beautiful and amazing, and I love it. However, I wonder if the mine being built underground, so to speak, made it that our new miner, and we have a new miner, because hear that sound? Those are all new sounds from Minecraft 15, and yeah, that's pretty scary. Our new miner, David, came in to take over for Hugh. Hugh, what a sad loss, losing Hugh. Hugh was on leave from the mine because Allison was still working on it, and I was afraid he was actually going to get trapped somewhere while she was working on it. And so I had him on leave, and what I think happened, where did I find them? No, it just happened. He was in this area here and was shot, actually shot by a skeleton who was probably standing outside right here on this, before this was fixed, before I had actually put in the road and gotten that together. He was shot with an arrow, and it was fatal. And so we lost Hugh, and it was really a bad loss too, because Hugh had some really good stats. David's are good, but Hugh's were really exceptional. So to lose him was really unfortunate. Now we're going to bring the road, this road, all the way up to join with the main road that's up there. But I was so happy that this part of the road fit right in here between that part of the road and the fish house, and made it, I'm going to get in the air for a minute. It's going to be a little difficult, but I'm going to try and get in the air. I have to get in the air because I'm a mer. Kevin keeps trying to hook me, and so I try not to spend too much time around him. Yes, of course I'm a fish, but we won't go there. Anyway, so Kevin actually can put his boats in this sort of little boating area right there, which turned out really nice. That the fish house, the fishery has this little indentation for the boats anyway, and we were able to keep that and have it be like he pulls all his boats in at night when he is done fishing. However, Kevin walks on water. And he's not going to do it today because he doesn't want you to see, so he's just fishing like normal. And it might be change because of the update in the alpha, because he's actually using a enchanted fishing rod, and fishermen have usually had a lot of problems. Uh-oh, he's sick. Uh-oh, did you see that? He's sick. When they have blue bubbles coming out from them, they're sick. It's nighttime. I don't know that he necessarily got home. Remember when we went to bed last time? So I'm going to wait for Carson and Isaac to come home. Now, the Isaac that lives here is our produce farmer. And this is actually a longish commute for Carson and Isaac, but I'm not ready to have any men and women living together. I'm not ready for children until there's actually a school and a school teacher, and we don't have any of that stuff yet. Because they do go to school now, the kids do, in the 15 cities, and so I want to be able to provide that kind of service. I did originally, you see that arrow there? I did, look, somebody got killed. Where's Bender? Because Bender, see, Bender's there. Bender killed the skeleton. What is that? What is that? Something got knocked down. Oh, I see. Probably off of here when they were fighting. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to go to bed so that we don't have a problem. Let me go to one of these because it's easier to get in here. So let me go here and go in. But yeah, yay, Bender. I'm going to have to make sure that he's okay. Oh, look. Now we have Band-Aid. And when I go in, Outpost is also, yay, team. So when I go back to the university, I can see what those things do. And we can look at them both up for a minute. Although I probably want to heal him first. So let's go down here. And let's get Bender and let's make sure that he's healed. He's probably trapped down here. But he doesn't seem to be. He's at 40. That's not too bad. So let's give him that and that will start healing him. Let's come up. I want to rise up for a minute. Let's look and see if Kevin is better. He might have just missed a meal. Sometimes if they're really hungry, yep, I see it. I'm really lagging. Sometimes if they're really hungry, they'll also have trouble. But I don't see for right now. And I apologize for the lag. There's another skeleton remain. So yeah, we're at war with the skeletons. And this is Captain Tennille, and he is Captain. Are you just completely out of... There, you can see the hearts on that. So see his hearts going up there. So that's a change. That's hearts and not a number, but that's good. And so he saw some action during the night. Let's just check Kevin. And there he is, walking on water, and he is better. So he's happy. He's back to fishing. So he either went to get some food or he went to the hospital. I actually found it's a shame that it happened during the test because it was really fascinating. I'm going to have to get Mrs. Let me get Mrs. King out from behind the waterfall right here. If I put this on and come down, she'll walk through the waterfall. There we go. And I can get her back out here. She keeps going behind the waterfall because she keeps hearing the skeletons who live in this mountain. behind the waterfall. Did you have a fight? No, you did not. Okay, I'm going to rise up and turn around. But Jennifer, who's stationed right here, she's asleep right now. She's stationed right here. Uh-oh. Do you see what I see? Why are you sick? What's wrong with you?
It's your gold.
No, I didn't want to do that. Let's not do it. Ooh, no! Uh-oh, is she going to attack me? I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Ah! I'm in trouble. Jennifer, that woke Jennifer up. Okay, he's going down. What's wrong with him? He's still sick. And I don't know where he's going, but let's see what he's sick with, if it'll tell me.
Gold.
Oh, he hasn't gotten to sleep. He's been somewhere. And I went to sleep before he had a chance to go home. So he is definitely not having a good day. All right, fine. Well, you don't have to work. He is not in the mine right now because he was doing the same thing that Hugh was doing, and that is taking the mine down. And, oh, watch, he's walking. Should I follow him the whole way? Let's try doing that. Let's see if walking is easier. I'm going to follow him as he takes the road, and he's either going to go to the restaurant and get something to eat, or he's going to go to the hospital and get treated. And so let's see which one he decides. He's going to the restaurant. Okay, so he's going to get something to eat. I did smack him, so he did get injured. So he does need a little bit of food to keep him going. Now, the meal should, like meals do for us, the meal should bring him back to health. Riley, I see your weapon is out. And let me look at you for a minute. She's one of our better, but I just want to look at her inventory. Yeah, it's still okay. She has gunpowder. Her bow is still good, and we'll just leave her for now. There's Scarecrow up here, and he likes being up there, so he's good. So let's come around here. This is Isaac's farm, the produce farm, which I haven't done anything more to, although last week during, I think that he started, yes, he started. I planted a couple of them because he wasn't using the field, and then he came up and finished the planting. These are the potatoes and the carrots and potatoes. He actually planted himself. Wait, I missed one of them. So let me go up again. That was only 3. And he's in the beet field. And the beets, I planted a few of those as well, and just left it so that he's asking for some more seeds or for fertilizer. But he's good for now. They can bring him that from the warehouse, and we'll just let that be what they do. And so he is working that farm. He's working that farm by himself, which means I can have another farmhouse right here somewhere, and they both can work this. I'm going to cough again. Hold on. Okay, I don't want to be coughing in your ear. And so that's interesting. I just thought of that just now, because he's got those 5 fields to work, and we could actually put a farmhouse right down here and have the road go around it. And that is what I will do in Twitch and Mixer this week. So this is another one of the fortress buildings that has a piece of the wall attached. And if we rise all the way up, we can see that it's not going to be a straight wall. It's going to be the wall of cities like this. And this wall is actually probably going to come out around this part right here. And that's going to be interesting to see how I'm going to have that wall come when this is the entrance right here, the entrance to the city. So I haven't worked that out, and that's why these aren't connected yet. I like to do it really leisurely and spend a lot of time talking about stuff instead of doing. But I do get to it eventually. So we put this stair here when we decided to add the chicken house and this second, the chicken farm and the second house down here, which looks really pretty, these two houses together. And it will be fun if they add to the boats. Wouldn't that be cool? A little boat that's in between the boats that we use as Minecraft, and the Minecraft boats, and the pirate boats. Wouldn't that be neat to have a different little boat that I could put here? And I'm not, I like in, which one is it? In Nordic, for example, they have, the fisherman has a little Viking boat, and it looks so cool. So those are really nice. But I could, even if they don't do that, see right here where there's that little indentation between the two houses, I could actually park a couple of boats right there, and that would be fun. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to wait. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have some boats. Let's go here. Let's see if... And yes, there is, look. So I could have a spruce boat. I could have, whose boats are these? Biomes of Plenty. Wow. But I'm going to have ones that they'll recognize for right now. Oh, look at that. I want to see what these two look like because I haven't seen them yet. So I'm going to put this boat down. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And put this boat right there. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So, yes, I'm playing in creative, and creative does not stop them from getting killed. It does not stop them from getting killed. I don't have a truce with the skeletons like I usually do in the 12 cities. Uh-oh. Let's try and get out. Concentrate. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Okay, so there's Zachary, and Zachary is going to bed, and you see one of the golems dispatching one of the night people. All the colonists are tucked in. Look, there's a creeper. The creeper's outside their door going, I want to be your pet. I want to be your pet. I want to be a pet. That's what I think the creepers in Chroma Hills are saying. They're so cute. But I think they're saying, oh yeah, I can't sleep here. I'm locked out. So let's go over here. The creepers look like they're saying, no, don't run away. I want to be your pet. They can't blow up in Minecolonies. So that's all they are. It's just pets. Okay, bow up. I'm going to put the bow up and check on the golems who were fighting through the night, which is what I usually have to do when I am playing in here, when I'm doing stuff. So I'm going to do it right quick because I don't want to lose them. And we'll see what they need right here. This is, I don't want to hit him. Remington is at 50. Okay. And let's see right here. There's Hissa. Yes. Okay. So they didn't see any battle. You can see the zombie flesh. Stan actually got injured. Did I make those go away? Kinda, sorta. So I'm going to heal him. I'm going to throw some regeneration on him to make sure that he gets healed. Excellent. All right. So yeah. So that is what happened during the week. So we got Zachary as a new builder, and Zachary has been working very much on the level 5 of this building. If it turns out that we can have level 5, all of the guard towers will be upgraded. But we're going to check right now and see if we can. It was a leather cap that we couldn't give him, and he still has these things to get. So we'll see if he gets stopped by any of these requests. So there was that request, and he's good. Okay, so let us go out for just a minute. So that is actually what we are going to work on. We are lagging a little bit again, but that is all the things that we worked on this week in a little bit of a shortcut. We had some really amazing rescues done by Philippa here, and by Riley, and by Jennifer, absolutely. And yeah, and that's an interesting thing. Philippa is stationed on this bridge, but her house is actually the university house. She's really supposed to be over here in this area, and she will be. We actually might need another house somewhere, because we have, if Philippa was over here where she's supposed to be, and then we pulled Riley back into this area where the farm is. This is actually going to be a farming area, because this guard tower is going to come down, this one right here, and a composter is going to go here. This guard tower was built for Riley to take the place of this one. We haven't traded her out yet, but we are going to do that. There on the other side of this wall. Oh, it's a husk. So yeah, but Riley should actually be over here, and Philippa much closer to the university. So if that was the case, who would be here? And it would more than likely be Sebastian, who's on the front porch of City Hall. If we go down right here, this is a ladder down. And this actually isn't a good way to go to City Hall, but we can go to City Hall right here. We probably need Sebastian to be here. So we do need another guard tower just to fill this gap right here between, and I'm going to rise up. I think I can. Yes. To fill the gap between this guard tower over here, which is obviously for the cove and the mine and the fishery, and the builder who's here, and the hut that is here, and this one right here, which is for the farm, the builder who is here, the builder's house right here, and the composter that's going to be there, and the farms. So who else is going to be stationed at City Hall and back here for the warehouse and for, so yeah, we actually do. Now the warehouse is in here. The delivery is right here in this wall, right here. This is the delivery building. And we started to do some decoration, and then we had to stop. We were just going to suggest what we want to do here eventually, but we need to go for now. And so we'll come back to that. I'm not sure whether we'll get to it this week coming, but when we start having times when all the builders are working and we're just waiting on the builders, that's when we do a lot of our decorating and a lot of our changing of the insides. Now, I haven't done a lot of changing of the insides of the Asian places. They're just spectacular. So, and changing the insides has nothing to do with me thinking that they're not done properly. It has to do with personalization for me. So I'm going to have two of the same house sitting here, but I think the house that's already built is going to stay level 4, and this house is going all the way up to the level 5, and we'll see who lives here with their kids. And so right now the men are living in this house. This is Cooper, Zachary, Hake, and Houston are living here. And in this house is Belle, Maureen, who's the doctor. She's the doctor. Kennedy and someone else. Kennedy and one another woman. Why am I doing this? Why don't I just go and look? And I can tell you. Kennedy, Maureen, Bella. Oh, Mackenzie, the librarian, of course. She's absolutely. So they're living in this house. This is someone's bed here, and then upstairs are 4 single beds in 2 bedrooms. So in this bedroom, there's one. Actually, no. This is the bed, I believe, that's going to become the double bed, and that's why this can only be a level 4 until I have someplace else for the women to share as an apartment. But I like having this house right now. And then I think this one, yes. Obviously, this is a little kid's room, but 2 of the women are sharing this room right now. The vanilla versions of the furniture are wonderful. But because I have Chroma Hills, because I have Mr. Crayfish and Macaw's furniture. I will eventually trade out some of the vanilla couches, for example, to be something else. And so that is the house that the women are living in, who live near the university, and the men live here. All of them are associated with this area. Look at what the boats look like. That's wonderful. I like it so much. Now, we started putting in this, and then we had to stop when we did the upgrade on this building. But we're actually going to have this stone go all the way to the entrance of this fortress right here. And we'll do that in some other parts of the city, show a direct way to the guards towers for them. This is the only one that's going to be interesting because I do have this platform here, and so then the question is, am I keeping the platform, or am I just going to have that actually be... and see, this is why I like to do Sundays, City Sundays with YouTube, because then I think about things and then I go, look what we could do. We could just take this down and make this another gated entrance right here. In other words, with the iron bars right here. And we could have the entrance for this be in the back. And let me show you where that would be. Jennifer's still asleep. But see, they can come right here and use this door and go right in here, which is perfect. So we don't have to have that door. It's not like they can step off of that platform, and they wouldn't step off of the platform, actually. I took away the stairs here because people wanted to go up in the top of this building and get stuck there. because they could. Just because we can. So this is where they liked going up here. And there is enough light, but it's very difficult for them to get downstairs. They still have a little trouble doing that, so it makes it that they don't get home in time. And that's no fun. But yes, if we did that, we could then take down this entire front piece here. But once again, I'm going to be waiting to see if Zachary can finish the level 5 on this one over here, because they're identical. And if he can, then I will upgrade that one to level 5 and then take away this lawn on that one because it's up in the mountain. And that will be good. So what is Zachary asking for? Let's see what Zachary is asking for right now. And I think it has to do with the fact that the things that he's asking for can't be, he has to get them singly. He can't, if he needs more than one pair of boots or something. Yay, look, he has the leather cap. Excellent. I hope that means that he can see it. But that's good. See, so he has 8 of the 9 armor stands that he needs. I think he's placed an armor stand already. He doesn't have the bows yet, and that's where part of the problem was. So I'm just waiting for him to ask for the things.
Your gold.
Oh, dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're done. We're done. He's asking for a gold sword. Let's see how many gold swords he needed. Because I gave him one. You were witness? Yep. It's not working yet. Okay. So I'm going to go over there, and he's going to be done working on the guard tower because he can't finish it. But at least he got the flags, the banners up, which I really like. I like the banners being on them, and so we'll just go ahead and cancel the build at this point. And this is how this house is going to be. And we will turn this off. Wait, let's go to cancel upgrade. There we go. And we'll just do that And this will just be a level 4 of this fortress, and that is fine with me. I'm just going to take away these 2 pieces coming out that far. Okay. And when I start wanting to actually do stuff, then that means I am done talking about the people and the things. But we don't have, we've got less than 25 people here, and we don't have any real relationships. The one real relationship that actually got started on its own, 2 actually relationships were thwarted by death, were thwarted by the people actually getting killed, which was really, really unfortunate. But I did have 2 different sets of people, 2 couples, who actually were forming relationships the way they do in Minecolonies. And you're like, what are you talking about? There's no such thing. Yes, that's right. So, but if you watch them, they'll form relationships, and it's really cool. I love it. So we're still watching and waiting. There's been a lot of death, and I think that makes people a little leery. There goes Hake. It makes people a little leery of, Hake, where are you going? Oh, he's taking the shortcut to the restaurant. You can actually, let me show you that. You can actually get to the restaurant through the fortress wall. I should close the door. They close the doors. I should get a habit of closing the door for security reasons. So they can come here. And what they're doing is they're taking the old tunnel, the old cave, where there used to actually be a dungeon right here. And they walk around this way, and there it is. That is I'm going to get some there and put that there. Okay, and do I need that? No. All right, so yeah, see, he went and got something to eat. And now he's going back, and this is Houston right here. And I think since Zachary is not working on that, before he starts working on the house, let's have him put a roof on this place, because, yeah. Let's have this restaurant be more than just an outpost here. This is a cart. He's got a cart. That's what he has. You know how you have these restaurants set up in the city and out of little carts or buses or, like that on the street. And that's what he's got. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed that. This is actually what I do. This is my colony, and during the week I build and I plan. They do the building. I plan and I follow their lives. So there's our hospital there. These are projects. These are all the projects Zachary is going to be working on because he is the builder in this area. So he's got his work cut out for him. Some of the other builders, I'm going to actually have to find them some things to really do. And you will see that next Sunday, City Sunday. And the best thing I can say is just like and subscribe because I do not have a set time yet for Sundays, City Sundays. I want to find a time, but I don't have one right now. I'm not sure that I'm going to because it's Sunday, and so it's sort of like laid back. So whenever I get a chance, I do the stream. So you might see me streaming later the 12 cities later on, because that will be fun to show you what got done. Because you'd think with 15 that I wouldn't want to be in 12 anymore, but man, oh man, some of the 12 stuff is still fun to do. Those cities are big, and I like watching their lives too. So enjoy your games and enjoy watching all the other gamers. Thanks to my constant viewer. Thanks for watching.